Heel pumps are a lower body activation exercise. We're going to start off in our push-up position, hands in under the shoulders, a slight bend on the hips towards the roof. From here, we're going to push one heel at a time down towards the ground and then alternate to the other side. So a nice little pump on both legs. You can go fast or slow, either one works, and it's a great way to get the calves and posterior chain woken up. W reps, an upper back workout just to get the muscles activated nicely in our upper back. So starting off on the ground, chest to ground, we're going to pull our elbows right back and keep our hands off the ground. From here, you're going to retract your shoulder blades together, your scapula. So pull up, then back down, release the tension, but don't put your hands on the ground. So it's up, down, and just work through that for 30 seconds. So hands back in, up and down, just engaging and releasing the tension. Don't put the hands on the ground and down. And that's your W rep. A prisoner squat is a simple squat variation where we're going to keep our hands out as if we're handcuffed. From here, we're going to sit down in the squat position and then drive back up. So feet outside the hips, toes slightly pointed out, arms out, squat down and drive up. And that's your prisoner squat. Yoga push-ups is going to incorporate some upper and lower body work. It's a nice dynamic movement. So we're starting off in our push-up position. So hands in under the shoulders, feet together. From here, we're going to fold over into a push-up, down to the ground, back up, and push back the heels and hips towards the roof. From the side, hands together, feet together, fold over, push up, and then back, up and squeeze along the back of the legs, and then back down into push-up. If you struggle with the push-up, pop your knees, fold over, for your push-up, then pop into downward dog. Spider-Man to windmill is a great dynamic warm-up exercise. We use that to get some leg and upper body warm-up done to get the blood flowing in the total body. Starting position, push-up position, foot comes up outside your hand. You're going to sink your hips towards the ground, so sink them down. The same hand as the foot rotates up towards the roof when you follow with your eyes. After that, bring the foot back, alternate onto the opposite side, sink the hips. Same hand again, rotate the spine, and repeat. And that's your Spider-Man. A tempo squat is a squat that's done with a certain amount of time on the eccentric phase, the hole at the bottom, and the timing on the concentric phase on the way up. So we're starting off with our feet outside our hips in a normal squat position. From here, we're going to squat down for 2 seconds for this one. So it's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Hold at the bottom for 1 Mississippi, and then drive up 1 Mississippi. So in motion, we've got 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. And that's your tempo on these ones. So 2 seconds down, 1 second hold at the bottom, 1 second drive up. And that's the tempo squat. A plank up is a dynamic core and upper body exercise. So we're going to start off with an elbow plank. So your elbows in under your shoulder, down on the ground. From here, you're going to bring one hand back, replace your elbow, push up with your tricep, and then you're going to come back down. Keep your hips as controlled as possible throughout the movement. So from the side, elbows in under the shoulders, hips down. From here, replace your elbow with your arm, back up, then come back down, keeping everything nice and controlled, and work through reps as specified. That's a plank. Hold is an isometric lower body exercise where we're going to hold tension on our glutes, which is our backside, for a period of time to create tension. So we're going to lie down on the ground. You're going to bring your heels right in towards your bum, lie on the ground, hands on the ground. From here, you're going to push your knees up and out towards the opposite walls, and your hips come up towards the roof. So it's up, out, and hold the top position. Really pushing the knees out to create tension. So to show you from the front, lie down, heels in, hands on the ground, up and out, and hold this position and keep pushing the knees out to create tension along the side of the glute. And that's your push-ups are an upper body compound movement, meaning we're going to incorporate more than one muscle group in the exercise. So we're going to work our chest and our triceps in a push-up mostly, so you engage in all of our upper body push muscles to complete the movement. I'll demonstrate from the side. So starting off on the ground, our full push-up form is where our hands are going to be just under or outside of our shoulders. Keep them underneath the shoulder, feet together. From here, you're going to unlock your elbow, you're going to fold forward and down and push back up. Try not to push back in the movement, and make sure you push up, driving from the elbow down to the heel of the hand. So again, forward, down, and up. To regress the movement, we start off in this position, pop the knees to the ground, and from here you'll fold forward, down, and push up. Again, making sure we drive up, and we don't drive back in the movement. That would be poor form. And then to make it another regression on the movement, if you struggle with doing push-ups in either full body or knee position, you can do an eccentric push-up. So from here, unlock the elbows and fold forward, down, 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 as slow as possible. Release the tension, and then get back up and repeat that, lowering yourself under tension, and that will work the triceps and the chest in the movement. Squats are a really good lower body squat variation to really engage our quad muscles. So from your starting position is down on the ground. We're going to bring our front ankle under our knee, our back knee under our hip, and we're going to have our toe dug in at the back. I'll show from the side in a moment. From here, we want to keep our torso nice and upright, hands together, and you're going to stand up and then bring your knee back down and back up and down. If you find that your knee is sore to tap off the floor, you can put something soft underneath, like a cushion or a towel or something like that. Or the alternative is just bring your knee towards about an inch off the ground and then stand back up. So from the side, starting position, we have ankle just under or in front of the knee, back knee is under your hip, back toe is dug in, and keep our torso nice and straight. We don't want to lean forward in this. So stand up nice and straight, and then stand, bring the knee back down and up. And that's our split squat. A half push-up hold is an isometric upper body exercise that's really going to hit the chest and the triceps. We want to start off in our normal push-up position. So hands in under the shoulders or just outside the shoulder, feet on the ground. From here you're going to unlock the elbows, you're going to fold forward. You're going to fold about halfway or just before halfway down. So watch my shoulder, down, and this is the position then. You can do these from your knees as well to release a bit of weight off when you fatigue in a set, or if you're starting off with them and just need to start from a bit of a less weight in the movement. So feet on the ground, unlock the arms, down, and you're going to hold this position here. So note the angle from my shoulder to my elbow. If my shoulder comes below, we're releasing tension, and if that happens, just let yourself to the ground, get back up, restart the exercise, and hold for as long as you can again in that position. And that's your half push-up hold. McGill sit-ups are a lovely core exercise. We're going to work a bit of the sternum area and our lower core. So we're starting on the ground, lying on our back. From here, we're going to raise our legs up, keep your toes pulled back and keep your knees out from the hip. Hands come up towards the roof, and from here, you're going to sit up and bring your hands directly up to the roof. So it's up and down. You get a lovely work across the top of the core, and because your legs are up in the air, you're holding some tension on your lower core as well. So it's a great full core exercise for the front of the core, and that's a McGill sit-up. Heel taps are a great alternating core exercise. We're going to work our obliques mostly. So we're going to start off with our back to the ground. From here, we're going to raise our shoulders off the ground and hold some tension in our core. Hands are straight down, and I want you to crunch your side down towards your heel. Try to avoid swinging out. I want you to crunch down, tap, 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 and that's your heel tap. I'll show you from the front. So down, we're going to brace the core, then tap, 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 and that's a heel tap. Twists are a common alternating core exercise. They're great for getting some work in on our obliques and our lower core. So starting position, sitting on our bum. We're going to keep our feet off the ground if you can. A regression will be to pop your feet to the ground to take some weight off. So feet are up, hands together. From here, you're going to twist your core to the side and back to the other side. Twist, twist. Focus on twisting from the hip and the core rather than just the hands. If your hands are only moving, we're doing it wrong. So up, twist the core, feet down if you need, twist the core. Just keep this little hinge back from the hip to add weight. And that's your Russian twist. Squat drops are a nice lower body plyometric exercise, so they're explosive in their nature. We want to work nice and quick through these and really get that spring in our lower body. So feet start together. From here, you're going to jump out and sit down, then spring up off the toe, back in and out. So from the side, start with feet together, jump out, sit down, spring back up and down. And that's your squat drop. Work nice and quick to really get the heart and lungs. Mountain climbers are a great dynamic exercise for our core and our hip flexors. So our starting position is going to be down on the ground. Hands are in underneath our shoulders, so we have a nice solid position to move from. From here, you're going to bring a knee to your same elbow on both sides, so bring it up and back, and that's a slow mountain climber. You can also work nice and fast to get the heart and lungs working. So hands in under the shoulders, knee to same elbow, moving from the hip flexor, or you can go fast on these and really work so you get your heart and lungs incorporated into both the core and hip flexor exercise. Jumping jacks are one of our more common cardiovascular exercises. This is really designed to get the heart rate up and going in a nice simple movement pattern, working both the upper and lower body. Our starting position, feet together, hands down by the side. From here, jump out and hands up and then back in. That's your movement. So you can go in a slow movement just to keep moving, or you can work jumping jacks really fast if you want as well. So that's the jumping jack.